It's a classic dilemma. You want to embrace your inner villain, but it just feels so out of reach. I'm here to tell you, who thought being evil was just a dream, your time has come. On your behalf, I have thoroughly digested Neil Zawaki's How to Be a Villain so that I can effectively convince you that embracing your inner villain is not the pipe dream you've believed it to be. Neil has assured us that whatever your background or experience, there's an aspect of evil that's right for everyone. Yes, even you can do it. First, let's discuss the topic that is surely weighing most heavily on your mind. You don't have a glamorous villain job. How could you ever pass for evil? Listen, it is possible to be evil in any vocation, and some careers practically require you to amplify your dark side. Think about it. Regular, everyman jobs like night manager of a deserted warehouse, mad scientist, DMV clerk, marketing executive, corporate overlord, criminal mastermind, telemarketer. The role of marketing executive, for instance, may seem less overtly evil than other options, and it is. However, don't be fooled. Since marketing was invented, these executives have been brainwashing the general public into believing that advertising is a simple yet healthy extension of capitalism. The American dream, right? The marketing manager looks for inspiration to the wise Kaiser Sose, who said, "The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist." Who doesn't want a piece of that racket? Imagine yourself in a shiny, fitted suit, fancy eyeglasses, sitting on the beach in the Bahamas where you can order people to cash your checks and bring you another umbrella drink while you mull over the perfect subliminal advertising campaign. Or you may already be on your way up the corporate ladder, in which case the leap to overlord is negligible at best. And the really amazing part is, you can finally rid yourself of those pesky ethics that are always getting in the way. C. Montgomery Burns, owner of the Springfield nuclear power plant, has these encouraging words: family, religion, friendship. These are the three demons you must slay if you want to succeed in business. Like stealing candy from a baby. Not unlike rolling out a red carpet, your transition from ordinary to overlord will feel like your fairy godmother has finally heard you. Okay, so we've covered the concern of career. The next big ticket item saddling you with a life of goodness is your lair. Naturally, we would all love to have the medieval castle, but that is absolutely not a prerequisite. Not only are there endless options for secret lair locations, but several are practically in your backyard. If your inner villain is the corporate overlord, then the corporate tower is perfect. You're centrally located, and you've got a hive of henchmen just buzzing around on the many floors beneath you. Afraid of heights? Don't want to wear a suit? No problem. A fake mountain with a hollow interior can be ideal. Obviously, you'll want to consider your natural landscape before getting too invested here, but if you're already near mountains, this option is easy, and what a view! Now I know what you're thinking. Those lairs are too fancy for me. They'll give me away in a heartbeat. I would need a lair much more in tune with my lifestyle. Well, we've got you covered. The amusement park lair. It's been overlooked for far too long. Fortunately, the 30-year trend cycle has come full circle and the parks are back. Think of the possibilities. Staff meetings on wicked rides, themed areas throughout the park to cater to each of your inner villain desires. Plus, fun for the whole family. Still too flashy? There's always the abandoned church. Your church isn't abandoned? Easily resolved problem, and what better project to occupy your time? Maybe one. You can always be like my brother and start with what you have. Dig that lair right into your own basement. Let's move now to one of the most joyous and fruitful advantages to being a villain, the henchman. Sure, Cinderella has those mice to sew her dresses, but think of what you could accomplish with a fleet of henchmen. Building your fleet sounds daunting, but these people are right under your nose, and once you release your evil prowess, they'll be lining up at the door. The problem you'll have is choosing which type of henchman to employ. What a problem to have, huh? Of course, there are your classic thugs, those mobsters with itchy trigger fingers, or gangs of millennial hoodlums. These guys are definitely an option. But I'd like to invite you to think bigger. Robot warriors. No need to concern yourself with the possibility of reform or sudden bouts of mercy or compassion. Available in all forms, these grueling giants, or menacing minis, choice is yours, will serve you loyally. If subtlety is more your thing, look no further than the classic ninja. With style, stealth, and a nearly inhuman skill for parkour, these master assassins will defend your brand and carry out your every command with ease. One of the perks of ninjas, they don't get caught. Just one more thing you no longer have to worry about. You're welcome. Now don't get caught up thinking these henchmen are too fancy or complex for you. There are more simple solutions you can start with, like the computer programmer. Everything is online these days, and with a congregation of programmers, you'll not only be able to hack into security systems or destroy your enemy's credit rating, you'll never have to fret over programming your VCR again. Okay, let's talk about one more villain perk that you've most likely overlooked. Monologues. Every villain gets a chance to get up on their soapbox and tell the world how pathetically wrong they are. And no, it's not always just as the hero is foiling your plans. As a villain, you can whip out that soapbox anytime you darn well please. No interruptions, no questions, no where's the data to back that up. Your credibility is unfracturable. Talk about ethos. You're swimming in it. Now, close your eyes, relax, conjure in your mind this lovely vision. You, fully in charge with all the power, sitting in your secret lair with no one telling you what to do, no one giving you deadlines, no one asking what's for dinner. Instead, you sit comfortably in your favorite chair and summon your minions from everything from bringing your snacks, turning the page in your book of evil, or even cleaning the toilets. And all of those things can be done simultaneously because you don't have just one or two minions. You essentially have a murder of crows. Do you feel like you're dreaming? Because you don't have to be. This life is just outside your door, waiting for you with bated breath. Remember that time you tried to speak up in the staff meeting, but Linda spoke over you and hijacked the agenda talking about her Beanie Baby collection? No more. In your villain life, Linda gets hauled out of the office and everyone leans in, not wanting to miss a word of what you have to say. They take notes, they agree, they always agree. And when you say jump, they say where's the cliff? As you can see, enjoying the life of villainy is not as hard as you may have thought. In fact, you're probably already halfway there. Don't settle for a less than evil life. Channel your inner villain and be that missing ray of darkness in each unbearably sunny day. Neil Zawaki's How to Be a Villain is a treasure trove of sound advice and brilliant brainstorming to get you fired up and on your path to true villainy. Neil and I both commend your new life choices. Now, go for it.